heading over to the Suunto booth at TRE to talk to Daniel Suher.
Suunto's an 87-year-old Finnish company. So we were born in 1936, started by engineering a better way to make a compass, just your standard base compass. Obviously, fast forward almost 90 years, and now we make pretty much any device that an adventurer or a performance athlete would need for either navigation, or more recently we introduced headsets, bone conduction headsets, for just to kind of amplify or make the experience of their adventure, whether that be a run, a hike, cycling, triathlon, whatever it may be, just that much better. But again, it's all with the vision of the athlete and sport. So even our headsets, they're bone conduction, they're over the ear, so that if you're running and somebody comes up on the West Side Highway and says on your left, you get out of the way. Or if you're cycling, you can...
You know the West Side Highway well.
I do. And you know that if a taxi's coming up on you, to get out of the way on your, on your bike. Or, hopefully. But on the watch side, which is what more people know us for, we've been making GPS watches for, 15 plus years.
Did you start out as a diving watch company?
So,
because I remember,
yes, there is and so we don't have, that's, kind of handled a little bit separately, but we do have an entire dive compass and dive computer side of our business. So we really have 3 different areas of our business, now kind of 4 if you include the headphones. So we have our kind of our compass business, which we're not showcasing here. We have our dive business, and then we also have our GPS watches, and now the headsets.
All right, tell me a little bit about the newest watch that you guys are talking about, that you were just telling me about.
Yeah, so new watch that came out last month that we're kind of featuring here and talking about. It's the Suunto Race.
Okay.
So Suunto Race is really geared towards performance athletes.
Right.
What does that mean? Does that mean you're an elite professional athlete? Absolutely not. It means you take your training seriously. So there's certain metrics that just matter to you. Beyond, GPS, doesn't matter what GPS watch, you should be getting an accurate, distance and pace and all of that. Of course you're getting.
Those are like the essential basics.
Yes.
Yeah.
But you're also getting information about your training load, your heart rate variability from your sleep. It's tracking your sleep as well, and your recovery, and all of that going, in to help, the athlete figure out how to, improve their performance. And so, it's an all-in-one kind of training device.
That's awesome. So it's great for triathletes. Also, like a lot of my listeners are triathletes.
Sure.
So it's a beautiful watch. And then talk to me about the new headphones, because that's really cool. And how did you go from being a watch company to making these headphones?
That's a great question. And frankly, an easy one to answer too. So we were part of a large conglomerate up until about 2 years ago.
Okay.
And so we were spun off, and we're an independent company again. And our headquarters has remained during all this time outside of Helsinki, Finland. So we were, born in Finland, 1936. So coming up on our 90th anniversary here pretty soon. And our new, largest shareholder is a company who has been in the audio business for a long time. They're actually like the 2nd or 3rd largest manufacturer of Bluetooth headsets in the world.
Okay.
But they're a manufacturer. They're not a brand. And so what they were able to do is combine our expertise and our brand and our experience and reach in the outdoors and with sports, and their expertise in audio, and merge it together. So that's where the Suunto Wing, which also released on the same day in October as the Suunto Race. So the Wing is a bone conduction style headphone, so it's over the ear. What that means is that you get the music or the audio that you want, but you still have your ears open to be able to hear everything that's around you.
Right.
More importantly, if you're running, cycling, you're doing something with other people, you can also hear them. You can hear your music or your audio, and they can't. So that's a big thing. And there are other, headphones in this form factor on the market. But what we've tried to do is make them better. So whether that's being more waterproof, whether that's having stronger battery life, whether that's adding LED lights to them, or whether it's improving the wind resistancy of the microphone. So, in running, the difference between 15 kilometers an hour and 30 kilometers an hour doesn't really matter, because most people are not running over 15 kilometers an hour, or roughly 9 miles an hour, right? In cycling, that's a big difference.
Yeah.
It can be the difference of being able to speak to somebody or not, or
just hear
clear
cars, right? Because I've never ever cycled with headphones, and I've seen people riding with headphones like on 9W, but I just never thought about it until the last month.
Yeah,
honestly.
it's incredible. I mean, it doesn't matter what activity you're doing, you need to be aware of your surroundings. But we also can't ignore the fact that, music or audio is just a big part of people's lives. Staying connected is huge, but also just there's also performance benefits to listening to music.
It helps get me out the door. It's fine.
So,
it helps get me out the door. Honestly, that's how I started running. So.
All right, so this is the new Suunto Wing. And so Suunto Wing it's an open ear headphone. So basically the way it's worn is, you can kind of see on the model here, it goes around the ear. And so you may be wondering, well, then how do I hear my audio? But it actually works through bone conduction. So what bone conduction do is it's little vibrations kind of against the temple or against the bone behind the ear, and that's actually how the sound waves are going inside. So what it does, it leaves your ears wide open to be able to hear everything that's around you. So, for that, whether you're running, whether you're cycling, or whatever your outdoor activity, you can still be, totally aware of your surroundings.